Hello everybody, welcome back to NASCAR 15. This is it. This is the season finale here in Homestead, Miami Speedway for the Ford EcoBoost 400. Man, this is it. And also, you see me with my Jeff Gordon swag on. Look at that. Look at that. That too. Card 24. Yeah. I had to do that. So, yep. So it comes down to basically four drivers. There's myself. Myself with 13 wins this season. Actually, make that 13 wins. And there's Jeff Gordon, who will try to compete for his final ever Sprint Cup Series championship. Jimmy Johnson trying to go for his 7th, and Kurt Busch trying to go for his 2nd Sprint Cup Series championship in 11 years. This is something that I really hope I can do. But all I have to do is finish ahead of all those other drivers out, those 3 drivers. If I can do that, if I can do the task in hand, I will clinch the championship. And but if I can't do that, at least I got a top 5 finish in the point standings. At least I had a great season, and just move on and see if I can win another NASCAR 15 championship that's coming up in February. So, the NASCAR 15 Let's Play, the other NASCAR 15 season, the full 15 season. As in my sophomore year, starting with the Sprint Unlimited, then the Budweiser Duels, and the Daytona 500, etc. I'll do all of those races. I'll be more than happy to do that, and they will be on each race. Each time the Sprint Cup Series race is on, I will do a couple of the nationwide and truck races. You saw those earlier throughout the week, Ford Championship weekend. Those were good races. Had a lot of good results. It was good. And also for this race, for how long this race is, it's 40 laps. So this is probably one of the longest races that I've done in the chase. So, and I'm also driving a special paint scheme too. So, yep. And I'll see you guys in a little bit at the garage area. And here we are at Homestead Miami Speedway, and got done qualifying, and the car seemed really fast in practice, and first practice just topped it. I can't believe Michael Waltrip managed to get up there in 2nd position in the practice. Dale Jr. just so happened to top the second practice session. And it looks like I'm going to be starting and I will start on the pole for this race. And let's see, Jimmy Johnson starts 6th, Jeff Gordon 10th, and Kurt Busch 14th. So those guys don't start too far behind me. Whoops. They don't start too far behind me. So all I have to do is finish ahead of those guys. I had a perfectly good stance at my camera, but oh well. All I have to do is just finish ahead of those guys, and I win the championship. If not, then oh well. We'll try again next time. Try again the next year I do this. Try again next year I do this. So without further ado, for the final time, let's get out there on that racetrack and try to go get us a championship trophy. Here we go, for the final time this season. I start on the pole alongside Kyle Busch. And here we go, green flag, we are racing in Homestead. Come on, turn. And I do take the lead coming off turn 2. Trying to pull away here. I pull away a little bit as I'll lead the first lap. Man, look at Busch and Edwards there getting a good run. on the outside. There's Jimmy Johnson up there. There's Jeff Gordon up on that high side. Kurt Busch up there too. And they're all lined up on the high side, and they're freight training me. And they're acting like this is like a, and they're pretty, the AIs are acting like this is a restrictor plate track. Do this for 40 laps, so this is going to take a while. Hopefully this video uploads properly. Kyle Busch had to get out of it there, and he fell back tremendously. There's Johnson right behind me. He's one of the guys I got to finish ahead of. He's up on the high side. Thank you, Carl, for taking second. Because him falling back is exactly what I want to see. And I don't want to see his last name in the top 4 right now. He's using that high side, and that's not helping him. So he falls out of the top 4. Now Jeff Gordon is another one that I got to finish ahead of. And so far I'm pulling away. And may have this championship in the bag. And if it's possible, I will try to bump up the difficulty. Probably little by little, not a lot. Johnson and Busch, man. They're both in the top 4. I gotta finish ahead of those two. And Busch is the other driver that I gotta finish ahead of. And so far, I'm doing a good job. By the way, not new paint scheme. Look at that. Basically Jeff Gordon's paint scheme, but with different logos on it. Basically saying thank you Jeff Gordon for all that he's done in the sport, and how much he's given back to the sport. And if it hadn't been for Jeff Gordon staying in NASCAR, then he wouldn't have a lot. He wouldn't have 92 victories, 4 Sprint Cup Series championships, etc., etc. He just would have been ordinary Jeff Gordon trying to pursue a career in Indy cars. But he made the transition on. He made the move to NASCAR and left his IndyCar dream behind, and that's pretty cool. And his last year, this is his last race, and he's hoping to close out the year strong here in this season. Right now, Stenhouse is pulled up in the 2nd position. Edwards tried to block Harvick for 2nd, but that didn't work, as Harvick goes to the inside and takes 2nd. So far, I don't have any challenge, so that's good. Do you have some lap traffic that's going to come up here really soon. And this is getting really intense. Well, most of the pressure is being put on me, and same goes with Johnson, Busch, and Gordon, with Jeff Gordon. So, yeah. There's Carl Edwards working on high side. He's got Logano up there with him. Allgaier's up here. He's doing good here at this Homestead, here at Homestead. He's doing really good. Coming up on his teammate, Michael Lynette, up here. And almost a quarter of a way through this race. And going up to the high side. Oh no, stay off the wall. Okay. I was hoping I wouldn't go up on... And I did. Stupidity right there. I'm getting this tingly feeling on my fingers. Like ticklish feeling. Hold on a sec, guys. Like a ticklish feeling on my fingers. And it gets really irritating and I have to stop it, but it just doesn't. You know, so that's why I scraped the wall there. But anyway, I think it was about right at the start-finish line. Or just past that. Coming up on Michael McDowell, the Michael and Michael show. Well, it's the Michael and Michael show. If you hear dogs barking in the background, probably my mom's home. So, yeah. No, I'm not going to tell you what happened. Just say mom's home. So, I'm just going to leave it at that. Oh, boy. You know what I should start doing? Gaming montages. That would be really nice if I started doing that. But the problem is, all of the videos, all the minutes that I have on my computer, it just eats up the space in the hard drive, and there's not a lot of space in there left, so I have to go in there. Well, after this year, I'm going to delete all my videos and start out with a clean slate. So basically, I'm going to delete everything delete all the videos off of the computer, anything. I'm basically deleting everything. So, yeah. That's all I'm basically doing. I'm also going to get rid of some mods in NR 2003 that I don't necessarily need anymore. Yeah. Well, the mods that my dad got, I won't get rid of those. So, that's all. So I'm gonna rid some of the NR 2003 mods. Because most of those I don't really use anymore. So, yeah, that's basically it. Going up on Casey Mears here, and next year I will also do a NASCAR the Game Inside Line Let's Play. Obviously as Jeff Gordon. I will also follow that up with a couple of custom races too. Well, with also custom races as the season goes on, and well, basically I call NASCAR the Game Inside Line NASCAR 12. So, and NASCAR the Game 2013, NASCAR 13, NASCAR 14, NASCAR 14, and this game NASCAR 15, NASCAR 15. So yeah, I will also follow up NASCAR 12, the season NASCAR 12 career, basically the season NASCAR 12 season with custom races, yeah. I will also try to catch up on my NASCAR 13 stuff, my NASCAR 13 season. I'll try to do that, and also try to get some NR 2003 races out of the way. Remember, guys, like I keep saying over and over and over again, I'll keep saying this over and over. I'm taking each video one at a time. I'm just taking, it's like taking baby steps. I'm going to take one step at a time in order to get everything done and out of the way. So, yep, that's all. And also for Versus, my Versus series, it's not going to be with, you know, obviously you saw the third episode with Max versus Logan. It's not going to be meeting. Thank you, Labani, for holding it together. It's not going to be just me versus Aiden. It's going to be like Max versus Max versus Logan, or Max versus and I think it's 3, 2, 1, 4. I think. And well, Nathan is actually his well, the real name. The code name is N3214. So yeah. And also Max versus Brooke the
kitty cat. You know, maybe Max versus Emily, or Max versus FaZe, you know, who knows? And who knows, those episodes may be up now. I think I may have uploaded those in the past. Alright, so just past halfway. And, you know, doing good right now. Have a 4-second lead. That's decent. That's good enough. Over Kurt Busch, Ricky Stenhouse, Jimmy Johnson. Man, Busch and Stenhouse are really going at it. Johnson now takes over third. So basically, wherever the drivers are, wherever the chase drivers are, basically I'm in the points lead. That would mean Johnson would, well, now Busch would move into second and Johnson to third and Gordon to fourth. So that's basically how it would go. That's basically how it would go in the point standings. Because in the race, you know, the drivers in the point standings, each time they gain a position and pass another chase driver, they basically move up in the point standings. And they basically move up if they pass a chase driver and get kicked back if the other chase driver passes them. So, yep. Like, for example, if I passed Kurt Busch for, like, say, 5th, I would move up a spot in the points. If he passed me back, if he did the crossover and passed me back, then he'd take back that spot in points and I'd fall back. So, that's basically the point standings throughout the race. Basically, you're moving around and, yeah. Well, I'm definitely not surprised that I'll win another championship. Because I know I got this in the bag, because I am now 7 seconds ahead of Johnson. Now make that 6. That lead is slowly growing. I can tell you that. So, yep, so I may have this championship in the bag. I'm not surprised that I'm going to be winning another championship, because I've won the NASCAR 12 championship before, but that was only when I was playing the difficulty on ridiculously easy difficulty. And very, very, very short races. Like 2%. So, yeah, that's basically how I won the championship that year. That was all the way back, you know, when that was all the way back in 2013. And I'm going to be doing it again. This time the plan is Jeff Warren with 10%. Stuff and everything, and should be good. Moving way up. Oh no. Okay. Sometimes when you hit that wall, if your car is really loose, it'll basically just suck your car right around. And that's what it's doing with mine. It's sucking mine up. Actually, it's pushing up to the high side. Not a lot though, but just a little bit, but not a lot. It's pushing to the high side. And the car, we've been really trying to get it to the low side, and before the race we tested it. Anyway, we tested it out, and we did a practice race, and it was good. The car would hold to the bottom, corner entry, like that right there, but once you come off the corner and try to go up to the wall, go up against the wall and straight away, it just stayed there. So like right here, we're still good. We still get the speed that we need through the corner, but the car just has enough speed where it would just stay to the bottom. And I have no idea why there's now scratches on the roof. Anyway. Kurt Busch moves now into second. Johnson's in third. I don't know where Jeff Gordon is, so he's probably out of this thing. It's mainly the chase drivers that perform a lot better. When the drivers are in the chase, they normally perform a lot better than what they used to. They basically, are programmed to perform better than any other driver, you know, basically in the points in the field, better than what they are before. So yeah, 10 to go, by the way. This race is blown by fast. Kurt Busch right now in second, Johnson fourth, and I have no idea where Jeff Gordon is. If only, you know, you could pull up something where you could, like in EA Sports, they had something similar to what you see on the top right hand side of the screen, but you could scroll, but you could scroll down and basically see where that driver's running. Right now, Logano and Johnson are going at it for fourth. So far, Logano has the advantage. Now, Kurt Busch dropped back, and Logano moves into third. That's basically what I want to see if I have trouble here with lap traffic. So far, that's not been the case, which is a good thing. Coming up on Danica. Whoa, Danica! One last time this season. Man, I love that line so much. Logano moves into second. Man, he's doing good right now. Oh, come on, car. I'm trying to make sure that the car doesn't push up the racetrack and hit the wall. It does that to you on corner exit when you try to get on the throttle, and all of a sudden the car has too much speed and goes up the racetrack and pounds the wall. That's basically how I feel with this car sometimes on the exit of turn 4. Kurt Busch and Johnson are back. Busch and Johnson are back in the top 3. So yeah, 6 to go. And I got a good margin over them. This may be the longest, one of the longest videos, maybe the second longest video on the gaming channel. So yeah, lapping Michael Annette again. 5 laps to go. I may bump up the difficulty a little bit, maybe up to 60% the next time around. But maybe on the restrictor plates, I'll go 100%. Maybe see how that works. Or 75% on the Daytona Talladega. Who knows? Maybe I might keep it at 50%. I don't know yet. So, yep, lapping Jeff Burton. And I don't think I've lapped him before. I don't think so. Maybe I lapped him, but I didn't notice it. Okay, 4 laps to go. There's David Gilliland, Paul Menard. I think that's Greg Biffle up there. There's Gilliland. He's in 40th. Wow, I didn't realize that. Edwards moves into second. He's doing... Man, I got this. I've definitely got this in the bag. This is just too easy for some reason. There's Cole Witt. Man, there are some guys that I don't remember lapping that are back here. I mean, Allgaier was doing good. Look where he is. Oh, there's Jeff Gordon. He's running in the top 20. He's running 23rd. Wow. 2 laps to go, and Jeff Gordon, I discovered just now, he's running 23rd. Now look at that, our paint schemes are a little bit similar, but the black fades like once it goes towards the top of his car. So, yeah, I may have got it wrong, but at least, well, I mean, like, at least I got it like similar to his car. Coming around through turns 3 and 4, coming out of turn 4, final lap in my NASCAR 15 rookie season. The margin between me and Kurt Busch is now 8.9 seconds. Johnson, 9 seconds. And Gordon is a lap down. Jeff Gordon is a lap down. But definitely looks like I got this in the bag. Coming out of turn number 4. This is my second Technics Championship, and I will win it in dominating fashion. Amazing job. Amazing. I figured I was going to win the championship driving this car, and paid off. Look at the bumper. It said, "Thank you, Jeff Gordon." It has the 24 on it. That is awesome. Let's do it in the little strip right here. Oh, it doesn't make it turn yellow. That sucks. If you hear thumping, that's basically my dogs. Well, our dogs. Whenever they're happy, they always wag their tails, and basically because of how narrow the hallway is, they basically hit their tails on the walls in the hallways, and the walls everywhere, they're pretty thin. So well, the interior of the house, of the walls, they're really thin. But anyway, not only am I going to celebrate in Victory Lane, I'm also going to celebrate, well, first, the celebration of Victory Lane. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. And this race went by a lot quicker than what I thought it would. Okay, so the results. I win. So I led all but 1 lap to Kyle Busch. So yep. So I basically win the race and the championship, and also led the most laps. Johnson second. So he wound up second in the points. Kurt Busch finished 17th, so he'll wound up third in points. Harvick's at the fastest lap of the race, and Jeff Gordon will wound up fourth in points. So not a bad finish to Jeff Gordon's season, and his final ever full-time Sprint Cup Series season. So without further ado, let's go to the Champions Circle. There it is, and I'm the champion. I got the Sprint Cup. Sprint Cup got EGI. Our first championship. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, here's a look at the final point standings, and bye-bye rookie stripes. I earned a trophy for that, so I'm a sophomore. That's pretty cool. So 14 wins this season. Sprint Cup champion. Yes, another trophy. That's awesome. So I close out the season with 14 wins, 19 poles, and 21 top 10 finishes. Johnson, however, 1 point. I beat him out by 1 point. That is pretty close. He closed out his season with a single pole and 20 top 10 finishes. Kurt Busch ended up third in points, just probably about 16 points back. He closed out his season with 2 wins, 1 pole, and 16 top 10 finishes. Jeff Gordon, just 20 points back, closed out his season with 2 wins, 3 poles, and 20 top 10 finishes, finishing 4th in the point standings. That is amazing. Amazing, 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 amazing. Just renew it. I should have pursued an alternative, but oh well. Oh boy. Well, I do have a surprise for you guys here at the end, so I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Well, that's it. That's Jeff Gordon's season. He's done. Jeff Gordon's done. He doesn't have to worry about anything anymore. He's basically done with his career. So, yep. I'm gonna miss him. This is it's pretty hard for me to let go of something, you know? Yep. So that's it. So, goodbye, Jeff Gordon. And hello, Chase Elliott. Oh boy. You think I was gonna let go of NASCAR that easy? I don't think so. Because, believe it or not, I'm also a Chase Elliott fan, so Napa fan, you're not alone in that category. Oh boy. Hopefully, Chase is a really good driver in the Xfinity Series, so hopefully he does really good. I'm confident that he'll probably win a championship or two throughout his career, probably win a couple of races. Yeah, so I think Chase Elliott may have a good chance, but believe it or not, I'm still a Jeff Gordon fan. I will always be a Jeff Gordon fan. No matter what, if he's on the racetrack or off the racetrack, I will always be a Gordon fan. And I also heard a couple months back that his son Leo is thinking about pursuing his father's career, following Jeff's footsteps. You know, I think he also may have a shot at drive. He may drive the 24. Who knows? Well, I mean, maybe the 24 won't retire once. Maybe if Chase decides he wants to drive the 9 car for if Bill Elliott opens up another team for the Sprint Cup Series, maybe Chase Elliott will go drive for him, and maybe they'll buy the 9 car from Richard Petty Motorsports, and Chase can drive the 9 car. And maybe in the future, Leo can probably go drive for Hendrick Motorsports, driving the 24. So maybe it won't be the end of the Gordon legacy. So yep, that's it. And another NASCAR 15 season will be coming soon. And kudos. I will see you all